Back in 2020, that's when we got our first taste of an Inmotion scooter with the Inmotion L9. It was nothing special. It was something of a Xiaomi clone, but it had some upgraded features like suspension in the back, nice headlights, and some swag lights for night riding. But who would have thought a couple of years later, they would have produced one of the best scooters in the world. Now, if you've been eyeing Inmotion's lineup on VoroMotors.com, you'll notice that they have some of the best scooters in the game. From the lightweight dual monster Inmotion Climber, to the RS Midnights, to the new RS Jets. This video will examine Inmotion's most potent scooters on VoroMotors.com. And we'll also take a brief look at the lighter models, the Air and the Air Pro. Inmotion has a solid reputation for not only having a great build and performance, but offering some key features not seen on other scooters. In this video, we'll break it down using these categories so you can figure out which Inmotion scooter is right for you. Now let's get it started. Let's begin with the most important category, power. The Inmotion Climber has two 450-watt motors with a combined maximum power of about 1,500 watts. It's small, nimble, and ideal for commuting in cities or on steep hills where torque is more important than speed. The Inmotion Climber outclassed any other scooter at its weight, climbing up hills because of their dual motor. Now, the Inmotion RS Jet has two 1,200-watt motors with a max of 5,600 watts of peak power. It is among the fastest scooters in the price range thanks to its aggressive acceleration and top speed of nearly 50 miles per hour, coming in at an ESG official speed of 48.5 miles per hour. Now, let's talk about the Inmotion RS models. They come in two flavors, the Lite and Midnight. Basically identical, but the Lite is the more affordable version with a little less specs than the Midnight. Let's start with the RS Lite. It has dual 1,500-watt motors with a peak power of 6,000 watts. This scooter is a speed demon with a top speed of 53.6 miles per hour. The Inmotion RS Midnight, the flagship, has two 2,000-watt motors. You can expect race-ready performance, instant torque, and an ESG top speeds of 59.1 miles per hour. Fun fact, a few years ago, the original Inmotion RS is the actual scooter Paul rode in a race at Riderfest. The RS is the best if you want crazy acceleration that's similar to a sports bike launch. However, for everyday performance riding, the RS Jet might be a better compromise. Battery and range. Not only does the battery size impact range, but it also determines how far and how confidently you can ride. The Inmotion Climber is excellent for city commuters. This 533 watt-hour battery has a range of about 24 miles when riding in the top modes. The RS Jet has a 72 volt 25 amp hour battery, and it can travel up to 38.1 miles in the highest mode. The RS Lite has a 72 volt 30 amp hour Samsung battery, and on our ESG range course, it crushed 45.1 miles. And the Inmotion RS Midnight has a huge 72 volt 40 amp hour Samsung battery that can go for a long period of time. On our real life hilly ESG range course, we went an outstanding 60.2 miles. We had this bad boy with the maximum settings and heavy duty riding, and it crushed everything. So what we can learn from the battery and range is that the Inmotion Climber is compact, it's powerful, and it's efficient for city riding. The RS Jet combines thrill, power, and gives you enough for daily range. The RS stands for long distance, and it's a high voltage beast. Weight and build. Starting with the Inmotion Climber, it comes in at 47.3 pounds. It's lightweight, agile, and simple to pick up, but it has a nice aluminum frame to it. And those dual motors help keep it grounded. RS Jet weighs about 101 pounds. It's not particularly light, but you can feel every pound working for you when you get to speeds over 40 miles per hour, keeping you grounded. Now, the RS Lite and the RS Midnight, they're pretty heavy. The RS Lite is coming in at 120 pounds, and that's solid aluminum. And the RS Midnight is 129 pounds. They're both designed to be ridden on-road and some off-roading, much like a superbike on two wheels. Now, the higher models made by Inmotion, they feel rooted, particularly at high speeds. Their wide decks, suspension, 11-inch tires provide a more secure ride. Suspension and brakes. The Inmotion Climber doesn't have suspension, but the 10-inch tires help soak up some bumps, and it has a front electronic drum brake and a rear disc brakes. The RS Jet, comfortable and performance-ready hydraulic disc brakes. On the RS Midnight, these brakes are serious business, thanks to their large rotors and dot-grade 4-piston hydraulic calipers. The RS Jet, and like the Inmotion RSs, they have the adjustable spring loader, so you can use this red knob and give it as much bounce or stiffness as you please. The suspension can be adjusted for both street and off-roading. The RS and the RS Jet are the best in their respective classes if you value excellent stopping feel and ride control. Features and tech. Inmotion doesn't just go fast, they innovate. The entry-level Inmotion Climber has an intuitive display. You know, you can view your speed and battery at a glance. It's not nothing too fancy because it's an older model. It has an IP56 water rating, so you can get it somewhat damp, so that's not bad. The Jet RS Lite and the Midnight comes with a smart LCD display. But the one on the RS Jet is an actual touchscreen display. On the RS Jet, it has a thumb throttle, and on the RS models, it has a twist throttle, so it gives you a more motorcycle feel. They're all IPX6 water resistance. They both come with an app that you can kind of dig into your speed modes. It gives you that much more customization on your scooter. To include lighting systems like, you know, brake light, turn signals, and that's great. Now, just get a quick shout out to the other Inmotions out there, the Air and the Air Pro. If you want something lighter and commuter focused, the Inmotion also offers the Air and Air Pro. The Air is a 350 watt motor. It says it goes up to 18 miles per hour with 22 miles of range. And the Air Pro is 500 watts and it gets up to 21 miles per hour, up to 30 miles of range. So, and I haven't tested those yet, but both feature the same premium design, IP56 rating. And I'm sure since it's under Inmotion, it has that smooth throttle feel that most Inmotion scooters have. So what's the verdict? The Inmotion Climber is the best entry-level scooters for daily commutes. It's compact, it's small, but it also has dual motor torque that you need to get up these hills, hence the name, the Inmotion Climber. It does have a shorter range out of the bunch, but if you're looking to get not that far, 10 miles to work, 10 miles home, this would be perfect for you. The RS Jet, to me, is the best all-around performer. Excellent power to weight ratio, premium hydraulic brakes, and suspension. The app is just such a new feel, and it's a great value for under $3,000. Now for the RS Lite, you have all the features and all the build of the RS Midnight, coming in at a more affordable price. The trade-off for a little bit less performance is worth it. And the Inmotion RS is the hyper scooter of them all. Industry-leading build quality and performance. And yeah, and of course, since this is a hyper B scooter, it's heavy, but not too many scooters can match up side by side if you want true top-tier power and performance like the Inmotion RS Midnight. So which Inmotion scooter was right for you? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what other brand you want to see in this series. I'm Ramier with the Electric Scooter Guy. And remember, wear a helmet, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. And I'm out. Pew!